Boy, it was a long time coming. 8 years, 7 games. If you're doing math at home, that'll take you back to 2012. That was the last time Washington State won an Apple Cup. Well, get your erasers out. The third and final game of this weekend's series between Gonzaga and Santa Clara. It took a pair of walk-offs to win games 1 and 2. Today, not as much drama needed as the Bulldogs complete the sweep of the series with a 4-1 win. Washington State football's Crimson and Gray spring game kicks off this Saturday. For fans, it'll be a first glimpse at a new-look air raid offense led by OC Eric Morris and transfer quarterback Cameron Ward. Now, the duo spent last season together in San Antonio at Incarnate Word, so not much of an adjustment period for them. Same offense, just now in Pullman. The big question that I have when I look over all that, how does a solid college wide receiver wind up coaching defense? And as we know, Jake Dicker started the season as defensive coordinator. He then gets, I don't know if you'd call it a promotion, becomes the interim head coach.
That's a promotion. Yeah. That's a promotion.
But then he gets the legit promotion, earning the 5-year contract as the permanent head coach.
Russell's one of the great healers of all time, and he'll do whatever he can to get back as soon as absolutely possible.
A great healer. When people heard that, they thought Pete was losing his marbles. But turns out he knew exactly what he was talking about. Russell Wilson amazingly medically cleared to play today after missing just 3 games with a ruptured tendon and fractured middle finger from dislocation. Yeah, Memphis won 10 of its last 11 regular season games, then had a trip to the AAC tournament championship game, and then here in Portland had the win over Boise State in the first round. So moral of the story here, they are peaking at the right times. I've always wondered with switch hitters, are there times where you're slumping from one side of the plate?
Yeah.
And have you ever been like, oh, maybe I should just swing right-handed?
It's weird. Like
Gonzaga versus BYU round 2. In round 1, go into the Zags in dominant fashion. And if you can believe it, tonight was even more dominant for the Bulldogs. So I'm going to be one of the first people to take a bite of the hot dog. I'm going to set the mic down here, Whitney. Let's see. Whoa, whoa. It's spicy. I'm sitting back to you, Whitney. A lot of fun out here.
I think it takes a very brave, courageous person to take a bite of a hot dog on live TV. So hats off to you, Travis. Truly, hats off. I hope it was really, really good. It looked good.
Thank you. The rubber chicken matchup between Lewis and Clark and Ferris. Even the coaches in the rival spirit. In all my years, I never thought I'd see a Pirate coaching. That's LSC's Gabe Medrano and Ferris boys basketball coach Sean Mallon. I like your fit, G. His nickname is Tank. He smashed 27 homers in his minor league career. Oh, and he can do this.
I do it sometimes to show off, make people go, wow, he can do that? That's crazy.
Standing 5'9" and weighing 230 pounds, Colin Simpson isn't exactly a guy you'd expect to have a background in gymnastics, but he spent years competing. His mother, Christy, got a job at a local gym when he was 3 years old, and that's where it all began.
I think me and my sister, she'd take us up there sometimes and we'd play around, and she was like, you know what, they look like they might like gymnastics. So she enrolled us in a couple classes, and me and my sister were both really good. And so she was like, all right, well, if you guys like it, you can stay in it. So we just did gymnastics for a long time.
Tank competed in gymnastics until he was about 12 years old, but it started to take a toll on his body, which led him to focus more on other sports such as baseball. He believes his time doing flips has paid dividends on the diamond.
I think the biggest thing it helped me with was my body control and my flexibility and just the overall balance and strength of my body. Everything you got to have for baseball, I think gymnastics is one of the biggest things that helped me develop all of those things.
Now 25 years old, Simpson has starred for the Indians this season, hitting .385 with 2 home runs and 7 RBI. He's grinding his way up the minor league system with the hopes of playing in the big leagues, enjoying every day playing the game, the same way he enjoyed time in the gym as a kid.
I'm pretty carefree. So I show up to the ballpark and I show up to have fun, I show up to hit, I show up to play, and I just try and have a good time doing it.
So, any chance we'll see a flip after hitting a home run?
No, I would never do that. That's too far. I've had plenty of people say, hey, if you hit a home run, you should do a round-off backflip on the home. And I'm like, no, that's too far. I'll never do that.
Travis Green, KREM-TV Sports.